Playhouse. We're still trying to get this right. So apologies for the DTF family. You can only see my face. For some reason, this is just not working. Doesn't want to behave today. So is that a little better? Nope, it just gets higher and higher. And then if I put it too low, then you get to see too much. I think this is good. Welcome. Okay, so we're live. I'm just going to go live on everything else quickly. Hopefully I can. The way this internet is set up these days, hey, you never know. It's a hit or miss. All right. Let's go live on IG. We're live there. And Facebook. It is actually extremely hot today. It's hot in here. It is a hot, almost July day. For those of you who are outside today, kudos to you. If you're not by water, that's the best place to be, is to be by some water. So hopefully this isn't too much. Welcome to Faya's Playhouse. Today there isn't a guest today. Today we're gonna run through a lot of the hot topics, and we're gonna run through the stimulus. Oh, you guys really can't see me. I'm so sorry. This is just a bad setup I have here for DTF. I'm so sorry. You either see my boobs or you see my face. I can't fix this. I'm so sorry. All right, I'll try to take it up a little higher and see if that makes a difference. But welcome everybody to Faya's Playhouse. I'm having technical difficulties on the DTF side. Extreme technical difficulties. All right. I think that's good. I think we did it. Okay, yeah, so welcome. Welcome to Faya's Playhouse. It is a hot, almost July day. Hello, Miss Nikki Parker Moore. It is a very hot day. I am actually sipping not on alcohol because it is very early still. Not really. It is something called Newman's Own, which is one of my favorite brands. And it's half lemonade and half iced tea. It comes already mixed. So normally I would have my honey jack, but there's just so much going on today that I want to make sure that I don't miss the mark. And I also ate a lot of cupcakes last night, and I had a lot of tea last night. So yes, if you've seen my Facebook post or my IG post, then you see, hello, gorgeous. Then you see the edible cupcakes that we made, and we also made tea, which is really good. So why not, right? Why not try to do something different? Yeah, it's hot here. It's like 90. Hey, Lewis, how are you? And you're in Miami, right? DJ said you're in Miami, right? Yeah, so it is hot in here. I actually was outside and then I came inside and it's just like hot. So I just turned the air on out here. Hey, Kevin, how are you? So hopefully you all are by some water. If not, hopefully you're indoors sipping on something. Hey, Knowledge, sipping on something cold, like I have something cold. But if you're in Texas, Arizona, and Florida, oh my goodness, listen, you all need to stay indoors, right? So to the New Jerseyans and the New Yorkers and the Connecticutans, is that what you call it? That's cute, Connecticutans. to all our family in the tri-state area of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut. We just opened up last weekend, right? The 22nd. And yes, the world is open, but it just doesn't mean that you have to go outside, right? So everybody still has to maintain social distancing because do you see what's happening in Texas? Do you see what's happening in Florida and Arizona? It is crazy. It is crazy. So what we need to make sure is that crap doesn't happen here in our tri-state area, right? If you are traveling, there's a mandatory, if you're coming from one of these states and you're coming into now New York or New Jersey, you have to stay quarantined for 14 days. And there are going to be people that are like tracking you, right? Because we want to make sure, of course, we want to make sure that we don't open up and then everybody has to go running back indoors again, because that's not going to be cool. Hey, Joe Jackson, the one and only Joe Jackson, how are you? Welcome to Faya's Playhouse. So yeah, we want to make sure that doesn't happen in New York, New Jersey. I mean, we're just getting back a little sliver of life. Being able to go to a restaurant. Yeah, you're sitting outdoors, but you're still getting to enjoy restaurant food. Hi, Will. I loved going to restaurants. Hey, Jesse. So it's kind of tough. So we don't want to have all this, right? And then get it snatched back. So we have to make sure that you stay safe still. Hey, Eddie, you stay safe and that you still maintain your social distancing, people, because it's so important. It's so important. So someone traveled from Florida, they came into New York, and now I think it's somewhere in Westchester, there's a little cluster. Yeah, you're in Florida too, right? So like what do you like how are you maintaining yourself? And I know DJ Sin is in Miami too. So how are you all like you're staying safe? What are you continuing to do? And then why the hell is it so crazy out there? I mean, is it now being spread in the water? What is up out there in Florida? What I just don't get it. So we need to know. So all you Floridians, you need to share what you're seeing and also share what you're doing because it is really out of control there. So yeah, so that's that. There's also news that there is a stimulus a new stimulus package that's being worked on. So to all those that received it the first time, oh, is that what it is? Miami doesn't sleep. To all those that received it the first time, hopefully you get it a second time, but maybe you won't, right? Maybe you won't. So you have to make sure you read up on it. I read a lot about some type of travel credit that may be given out. I like that. That sounds like something that may be worthwhile because that's going to actually help stimulate the travel industry, which is going to hell right now. So Will says he's staying his ass home and chilling in his pool. So you think the Trump, okay, so these Trump supporters are nuts. Oh, why are they nuts? You think that's who's spreading it? Because they're out, at the rallies and stuff? And then DJ Sin says Miami doesn't sleep. And that's probably why. But I know that the clubs are not open there, right? Clubs are not open. Please tell me that you guys don't have clubs open in Miami. Clubs and bars cannot be open. I mean, that's just like people. That one, I don't know. That's a little scary. Your bars, I think Texas, the bars were open and they just scaled them back because that's the problem. How are you going to have people who are trying to social distance in a bar and they could potentially be a little tipsy? How does that work? I don't think it works at all. But hey, I'm not like a rocket scientist, but I just think that that's not the way to go. So for them to even have the bars open, it's just like, wait a minute. Maybe you can have outside bars. Yeah, too soon, Kay. Yeah, I agree with you. Outside bars are cool, right? But you still have to make sure that you have the space. All right. They don't believe in masks. That's the reason why. So wait, now, Will, you're wearing your mask, right? Or are you not, when you go out, are you not wearing your mask? And if you're not wearing it, and then if you are wearing it, you still can potentially be exposed if the other person isn't wearing it. So it's like you're 50% covered, right? I don't know, but a little scary. So DJ Sin says he was just at Prime 112 the other night. And that's a restaurant. And you were able to sit down outside, right? Please tell us you didn't sit down inside because that's scary. Yeah, opened up way too soon. So now New York is open, right? And, little by little, the hair salons, the nail salons, the barber shops are open. Now, are they really going to kind of minimize how many people they have in the business in their space at one time? And how is that being monitored? Right? I mean, I poked my head, I peeked inside of a nail salon just to see, the door was open. I didn't walk all the way in. I did peek to see what was going on. And there was one woman in there. She had a mask. She was getting her nails done. And the lady that was doing her nails, she had a mask. And then it looks like they put up the shower curtain like separators for where you sit and get your pedicure. So I just peeked. That's all. I didn't go inside. Yeah. Hey, Kevin. Okay, so yeah, so clubs are still open in Florida, in Miami, all right? So this is why it's so rampant out there because in Florida, their clubs are open. So they're still partying like, the world isn't coming to an end. I'm sorry, the world isn't coming to an end. That was a joke. I mean, for some people, I mean, this is a lot, right? Hey, Sheldon. Hey, Sheik. How are you? Hey, Kevin. Did I say hey, Kevin already? You got two Ks. Hey, Kevin. But yeah, they're out there partying in Miami and Florida. Like, we aren't in a pandemic. And this is why it spread, rampantly in Florida. And then what they're going to do is they're going to try to come to New York and New Jersey and, the tri-state area. But unfortunately, or fortunately for us who live here, our governor shut that shit down. They're like, no, that's not going to happen. If you do, there's some strict, requirements that have to be followed. So I think that's good. You're loving this life? Really? Do tell why, Fionn. Tell us why. Is it, yeah, I guess, for some people, if you are used to kind of, being by yourself or, things like that are one of the most important things that, or one of the things that I really love about this is that, how people greet you, they always hug and they kiss you. I don't miss that. I really don't miss that. When people trying to, hey Ronnie, hey Jay, people try to they, greet you with a hug and a kiss. Like, no, I just do this. Like, hey sis, how are you? I just do this. Wakanda forever. I never liked the hug, guys, gals. Okay. I never really liked the hug and kisses, So we'll be doing this forever, right? So you're in Virginia. We were just talking about Florida and how Florida is just out of control. We're also about to talk about the stimulus package that everybody, my whole family is on. Hi, Momsy. Hello. You guys are all support. I feel so special today. It's not about separation of individuals. It's about the air we're breathing. The circulating air is the issue. So the indoor air, right, is the issue. I agree. It's so scary these days. No filtration of the air. Now, what do you think about the air flights, right? The flying, the airplane air. What do you think about that? And are you flying? Because that's so important. I'm like a big germophobic anyway, but now I'm very cautious about, the air, the space, and people talking in your face, right? You can't have these things anymore. And then even when there is a cure, who's going to go back to that stuff anyway? I don't know. So these are things to think about. Love you, Mom. Love you, sis. These are things to think about. Hey, James. Just making sure that we are cautious about the people that we're around. We're cautious about the air that we put ourselves in. No. Petri dish. That is an airplane now. Hey, yes, I'm ready. How are you? Where are you at? Which state are you in? Okay, so Al Joey says he owns a travel agency and he's not fighting to go anywhere. Oh, good. So there you go. This is someone who's an expert in travel, an expert in the whole travel industry, and he's saying, I'm going to sit my butt right here. So for that, like, I commend you. Thank you for sharing that. Washing hand arguments. I mean, wait, are we still arguing about washing hands? Oh, you're in Brooklyn. Okay, cool. We're still arguing about that. That's like, I mean, first of all, in the words of TK Kirkland, who raised you? Like, if we're still arguing about that, all right, that's a problem. But yeah, flying, I don't know. I want to fly. I want to go away. I'm due to go away. I'm overdue to go away, right? And I get antsy. Anybody that knows me knows that I love to go. So hey, JP. So sitting still right now is a problem, and I want to go, but I'm so afraid that the air in the airplane is not going to be clean. I don't think they could clean it if they tried, right? Because you're in the air, you're flying, it's recycled air, and someone coughs all the way in the back. Eventually, that cough is going to travel through that whatever they put it through and come right in your nose. So for that, I'm out. So if you do go away to one of the main states, you can't come back into New York. Where'd you read that at, JP? Yes, slowly I'll turn step by step, inch by inch. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that was written, but JP says that if you do leave New York or New Jersey, you can't come back. Probably 14 days, right? You have to quarantine. So I'm drinking half and half. No honey jack today. All right. So, well, JP says that Cuomo said that, and Kevin says it's not true. So we have to do the research on that because I definitely want to make sure that if I leave, I can come back. I mean, hopefully. But yeah, that's the new thing. I don't know when that goes into effect. Hey, Michael, you'll have to quarantine. Okay, so let's pull that up. Well, wait. Now, New York is a hot spot. So this is what Fion says. New York is a hot spot. It isn't hot. It is a hot spot. However, the numbers have been steady. Whereas in Florida, right, the numbers are, whoo, and they're staying up here. Yeah, it's pretty bad in Florida. You can't leave or you can't go to New York. All right, we got to get this information correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up now and make sure that we all know in case we do want to go. Our media sources are saying no. Okay. Well, I mean, every state has a border. So every state has a border. So if you come into the state, I guess license plates can give you away. If you're flying, they have access to your information to see where you're going. I think it can definitely be more regulated and enforced at the airlines versus driving. Currently, our borders are not closed off. So I wouldn't be concerned about that. Now, flying in and out, that may be a problem. You can definitely come, but you have to maintain yourself like for 14 days. Like, and I'm pretty sure that they may want to be tracking like where you're going and who you're going to be around. So be prepared to answer those questions. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. So for me, I'll be right here. Drones. JP says they're going to track it by drones. Now that's funny. I don't think we're there yet, but listen, honey, I don't think we're too far away from it. So yeah, but I'm going to make sure that I pull that. You're the president of the New Hempstead Democratic Club and you deal with all the politicians. So Kevin says that. And okay, so what are they talking about? Like, what is that? Is this what we can expect if we travel? Kevin, or did you want to pop on and share some information? And listen, if you all want to pop on and share something, just insert yourself right into the by adding a request or sending a request. Okay, right. Okay. Answers on the hangings. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. Like that is a lot that's been going on too, in terms of but you know what I've noticed? A lot of things are now being quiet. They're not pushed to the front of the news anymore. Yes. Wait, so JP says, can you stand to be by yourself for 14 days after your vacation? Of course you can. I mean, listen, peace and quiet is a beautiful thing. Peace and quiet by the beach is an even better, beautiful thing. So, yeah, if I have to be quarantined, just send me to the beach. All right, we'll share that. Fionn, would you like to hop on? Can I send you a request to hop on and you share? Come, please. Oh, I can't add you. I don't know why I can't add you. There's not an ad there. I don't know why that happens. Some people get an ad and some people don't. Yeah. So there is a lot of, in terms of politics, there's a lot going on. Who is Biden going to choose for his VP running mate? Who will be the chosen woman? Because he is going to have a woman, which we love. We love that. But who's it going to be? You don't think so, Fionn? You don't think it's going to be a female? Well, I think he's narrowed it down to 4 so far. I did read that. There are 4 women that he selected. Don't worry about adding you. Okay, cool. All right. But yeah, so this is something to watch. The New Jersey primary is going to be on the 7th, July 7th. I can't click and go from here, but you can send it to me in a message. You can do that. Camilla, all right. JP is sharing that he has a crush on Camilla. I don't know. I think there's a better candidate than her, and that's just my opinion. I think there's a better candidate. I like Keisha. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Fion. I like Keisha. I love her. I think she is a superstar right now. She's always been a superstar, but I think because of all of the, the police brutality, especially what happened in her state twice, I think she's a shining star now. Amy Klobuchar dropped out. Yes, she did. She did drop out. So I don't know. Let's see who he chooses. I think the time is definitely running out on that. So we'll definitely hear something really, really soon. I don't know. I like Val, the politician. I like Keisha. I don't think Elizabeth Warren would be a great candidate. She's a good candidate, a good VP candidate, but I think he has two better ones. So JP says he doesn't care about her being the vice president. He just has a crush on her. Well, kudos to you. Kudos to you with that. Crushes. That's a whole pillow talk conversation. Keisha is your classmate. Okay, nice. Very good. All right, Bian, we definitely need to have you on when we're going to talk further politics. I think you'd make a good, I'm going to take a sip to that. You'd make a good guest. Who restricted you? What are you talking about there? How are you restricted? So sports is coming back, right? Do we get if I was in the studio, which actually will be going back to the studio soon, so listen out for that. I do sound effects, the clapping. So sports is coming back, right? Basketball is supposed to make a return. They have an opening day and everything. Hey, Brady, how are you? Okay, yep, so that's coming back. 60 games soon for those who follow baseball. I'm not a baseball fan. Hey, thank you. But yeah, we're still talking politics. We're talking the upcoming stimulus. We are getting information. That's why I logged on here. Let me get the information for this mandatory quarantine for people who travel from hotspots, COVID hotspots into New York. And then what happens if you're leaving New York? Do you have to be quarantined? I know in some states it's mandatory, 14-day quarantine. But hey, if you're going to be there for like 4 days, I don't know what the plan is for that. But yeah, so so we did have did they finalize the primary for New York? Are those, I know some are in. Some I think they were still counting. But we'll look at that. A new sports league for football and basketball. I thought there was a new league forming for basketball. There is a new league for basketball, I guess this is for retired basketball players, and it's a mixed league. I don't remember the name, but there is a new league out there. I think it's owned by Ice-T, or he's one of the major players in it, right? But wouldn't it be cool, you know how Ice Cube does his like off league thing? I think that would be a great startup for a new league. Yeah, Ice Cube. He does his, but Ice-T has one too. Ice-T, his is like a mixed gender basketball. So you can play the guys and the girls can play a game together. You see, I'm really not, that's an AJ thing. He's into basketball. But look, you can Google it. It's Ice-T. It's his new league, and it's a mixed gender league, which is pretty cool. And Ice Cube has his league, 3-on-3. Yes. But he uses also retired basketball players, which I think is really good. And like the greats are still playing. So why not make a league out of that, Ice Cube? LeBron James, he just got $100 million. Well, thank you, DJ Adriano. I did see that coming. LeBron James just got $100 million to start his own media platform. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. That's change, right? All right, so my mom's saying that, right, last Tuesday, June 23rd, we know that, but who won? That's what we know. Biden, of course, wins the Democratic nomination. We know that. But what about the other slots for New York City? Yeah, mixed gender. So the mixed gender league. Oh, let me tell you, my son actually plays, and when he did play one time, he did play with, it was a mixed gender game or something. That's a lot, right? Because guys can't really handle the girl like a girl. They got to handle the girl like a guy. Am I right? Like, or do you have to switch it up when you're playing basketball with a girl? But anyway, he got in trouble because he hit her too hard somewhere. And anyway, that was a whole experience for him, a whole experience for me. So that's my thing with the whole gender basketball. It's a lot. It's a lot for the person playing to learn how to, adjust, playing with the guy, playing with the girl, right? It's just a lot. All right. So we are looking for the information on leaving New York. Hey, Kiki, how are you? Hey, First Fridays. We're looking for the information of leaving New York. If you leave, what should you expect? If you're coming from another state into New York, what should you expect, right? So I'm going to pull it up because there was some discrepancy. I think there's also, hey, Jackie, how are you? There's also information. So anytime you do travel, like I do this anyway, you want to check out kind of like what's the goings-ons, and you go to the travel for COVID, you go to the cdc.gov/travel, and it'll give you all the information about traveling. We had a girl we played against our youth football league. Football league? Wait, girls can play football too. I love it. She was dynamic, nice. Oh my goodness. A girls football team is cute. We need our own sector community. Yeah, well, I mean, Walter, yes, we do. So everybody can say what we need. How do we start it? What are you doing to help, spread this awareness and then spread the education on how people can participate? Where is that information? Send me that. Youth football girls. Oh, nice. She plays quarterback. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And you're in Arkansas. Okay, now what's going on out there in Arkansas? Your cases were very low to begin with. Have they spiked any? Any spikes there? Hey, Shawana, how are you? Yeah, so let's see. We're trying to get the information, the correct information on traveling when you leave New York. Okay. Ratifying the bills. All right. So yeah, so this is what our world looks like now. You can't just get up and go anymore. You can't. We're not about that life anymore. There's temperature checks when you go to certain places. They have to scan your temperature. Hey, Matt. Let's see, where did I go? I peeked into the nail salon. Okay. Like I said, I peeked in. I didn't go all the way. I peeked in there. Hi. You jump from there to there. I peeked in there, and it wasn't crowded. Woman was sitting there getting her nails done. One person sitting there. So you have to check before you go. Know before you go. Yeah. So that's why. Texas is really like out of control right now. Hey, Matt. Yep. Hey, Chris. Texas is really out of control. So, I mean, even if you're driving someplace, you still have to, you have plates, right? Your plates can pretty much give you away. At 700 a day. Okay, well, 700 a day compared to 10,000, which I think Florida just hit, like the 10,000 COVID cases in one day. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Beyond. Yes. Almost 10,000 cases in one day. That is so they're doing something there wrong. And we just learned they're not wearing masks. So that could potentially be here. And I just think that it's time for the president to actually mandate that every state, hey, Jahar, that every state is mandatory for, to wear a mask. Every state, but we're not there yet. And why are we not there yet? Because our president is President Trump. And he just doesn't, I don't know, he just doesn't. He just doesn't. All right. So we're going to leave it there because I know we have a lot of Trump supporters. and we have a lot of Trump anti-supporters. So we're just going to keep it clean and just listen, it is what it is. So that is why it's so important to go out and vote November 3rd, even if you think that, I don't need to go out because everybody's going to vote against him anyway. Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you, Chris. Be safe too. Yeah. Now, see, that's what we're trying to avoid, Jahar. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. This is what we're trying to avoid, right, Jahar? Please, like we want to learn from Texas. We want to learn from Arizona and Florida, and we want to make sure that we don't repeat that, because as I started in the beginning, we get a little bit of slice of life back, just a little sliver. Like, can we hold on to that just for a little while? Even if we're sitting outside enjoying our food at a restaurant, we can go to the beach whenever we want. I mean, I can here. I don't know if you so in Florida you can't. I love that name. Rump doesn't want the numbers known. Well, you know what? But listen, like I've been saying, just because the world is open, it doesn't mean you have to go outside. So continue to keep yourself safe. Continue to do what you've been doing if you haven't gotten sick. And then for those who have gotten sick and survived, because there are a lot of people who got sick and didn't survive, so God bless their souls. What? Oh, Lorenzo. So yeah, the people protesting, they're saying, no, that didn't really spike. However, they don't really know. So I just want everybody to stay safe. So we got to figure out this traveling thing, because I mean, can we just we can't be safe like on the beach in Puerto Rico or the Barbados? We can't do that, right? No, we can't do that. But because if we do, we may not be allowed back in. So, all right, what are you guys saying here? When you leave New York and come back from any hotspot, you have to quarantine for 14 days. If you're driving, most states have plate readers. If you're flying, they also, yep, they have your information. And in New York, they'll be checking to make sure that you are quarantining yourself. If not, you will be forced and fined. Now that is serious. And that's a good thing, right? Wow. Forced and fined. Wow. The videos from Harlem last night in BK, no, please share, Jahar. I don't know what those videos are. I did see the video of my government. I didn't say my government. Did I say my government? Listen, I've been eating edibles and sipping tea, and now I'm sipping. I didn't say my government. Did you mean your government? Hey, Kev. Did you mean your government? Hey, Aces, how are you? All right, phone carriers. All right, here we go with this again. Matt, we talked about this. I also heard phone carriers such as T-Mobile, Samsung are putting COVID. No, all right, so I can explain that to you. They're not putting the apps on your phone. If you have a phone and you have like a health app that's naturally a part of the iOS system of the phone, right? It's one of those featured apps that comes with it. All that has been downloaded to your phone is kind of like this will allow your phone to link with the app, right? Now, is it tracing? It is tracing if you want that type of information. And that's okay. Some people, oh, I'm sorry. Got it. Okay, Nat, see, I caught that. See, I see you. We see each other. Street roots. We see each other. Okay, got it. And I said, okay, we're cool. But anyway, let's get back to this app. It's not an app. There are apps that you can download to your device, whether it's an iOS, Apple, or a Droid device. You can download these apps that will allow you to link up. Let's say you have a friend, and this friend downloaded this app, and this friend is around other people that's downloaded this app. This is how you can track and trace who around you has had COVID or is infected with COVID or things like that. So don't think they download it secretly into your phone. No, they didn't do that. So you have to read up on it. You have to read more, because that is not what it is. Should what that person? No, it isn't, because guess what? You're opting to give that information. So you get the app, right? Let's just like with, let's say, blood pressure or there's an app that I use called Flow, and it's to track my flow, right? So I use that app in my phone, and then it can sync to it can sync to my phone and share this information with other apps if I so choose to. But you have to enable it. It's not something that gets turned on. You have to have the COVID app in your phone, right? In order for your phone to share the information to the app. That is all that is, people. It is not some tracking device. It is a tracking device. Let me say that. If you want it to be, right? But you have to have the app downloaded. You have to opt in to share this information to the manufacturer of the app, to the manufacturer of your device. And that is how it then begins to track and trace who you're around, where you are. But, is this going to be our reality where maybe this might be mandatory? I don't think so, because they can't make you do it, right? They can't make you log into your phone and opt into this app. Is it good to have? It could be, right? If you want, let's say you go, eventually we're able to have, concerts that are 350 people there or more, right? Maybe you want to be around the people that haven't had COVID yet. Or maybe you've had COVID and you feel that, I can be with the people that didn't have COVID because, hey, listen, here's my documentation. I've had it already. I think that's really, how it can benefit somebody is if you've had it, then you can show people, hey, I've had it. And, then you can skip around the world with all the other people who've had it. Unfortunately, I haven't had it. I did share that I thought I had it 2.5 times. Well, I did the antibodies test, right? So you can do that if you think you've had it or we lost Facebook. Due to poor wireless connection, your broadcast has paused. All right. Well, they'll catch up. But if you've had it, if you've been tested, if you've had it, you want to be tested. If you didn't have it, you want to be tested too, right? Because or if you don't know, maybe you've been exposed and you don't know that you are actually carrying the antibodies. So getting the test, what's this? So we'll just do this. Getting the test, the antibodies test I'll share this one and then I'll just go live again. I don't know what happened. I was talking too much. I was educating people. Let's say that. Facebook was hating. No. Really, it's my Optimum Wi-Fi. That is just horrible. Because Verizon isn't available where I am. But what you want to do is if you want to know your status, whether you've had it, whether you've been around someone maybe that was asymptomatic and then you caught it. I know what to do. You want to get the antibodies test. And it's a blood test. And what it will do is they will take your blood and they will, through a very large needle, okay, a very large needle. I had this test twice because I was in denial the first time. But yeah, you're going to get your blood drawn and then it takes like 2 to 3 days, probably 2. They will share your results with you. They'll share your results. They'll let you know if your blood work has come back positive for the antibodies test or negative for the antibodies test. And I always talk a lot. Well, that's why I do what I do. Oh, you're so silly. That's why I do what I do. I could talk to myself if I needed to. But you want to get the antibodies test to make sure that, hey, Seema, to make sure that you didn't have it. And then what if you get the results come back that you did have it, right? Maybe you thought you had a cold that time and it wound up being COVID, or you've been carrying it and then you've been around people, or you come back with the results and then you don't even remember. So I don't know. I just think that the best thing that anybody can do these days is to get the antibodies test. Know your status. just like they did many, many years ago with the whole, when AIDS was, but anybody, you should always take your AIDS test, right? If that's your lifestyle, if that's how you're getting down. But you want to know your status, whether it's HIV or whether it's COVID-19, you want to know your status. So I encourage everybody to get the anybody's test. And again, if you see that you've had it and you didn't suffer and you're still here, yeah, then you're good. So Eddie says his team, high rollers. What is that? Biking? Are you guys biking, or you guys do the trucks and the cars and stuff? You went to VA from New York and wasn't harassed about being. And when was this? When did this occur? You went to VA from New York. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did that 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I wasn't harassed or anything. But I think New York is in a better state now than when I went. So hopefully when I do go, I don't expect to be harassed. But if you're coming from Florida or you're coming from New York, that whole experience may be different. Because their cases, Florida's 10,000 a day. They just had that. So I was saying before we got cut off there, okay, good. That's good. Everyone should get your anybody's test. If you plan to, or you want to even be out and about, you need to know, is it safe for you to be out and about? If you've had it, then like I said, you can skip and stand in the middle of the street and have a party, right? Because you've had it. So you're good, I guess. But I think you can catch it again. They don't know. So state by state guidelines. So what I will do is I will get the information and then I will share it on on my Facebook page. So we all know before we go, because I think it's so important. Yeah. And now what is happening? There's supposed to be a huge march coming up. Al Sharpton is giving it. It's going to be in August in DC. I know Jackie was on earlier before we got disconnected. I think she'll be there. I don't know. I'm thinking about going, but then I don't know. You want to do everything, but then when you really think about it, it's like you still have to think about your safety and your sanity too. So there's that. We also read. Oh, you see, you can. I believe that you can too. I also read that the divorce rate, which is really good, the divorce rate has declined because people are home, right? Husbands are home, wives are home, right? And, people are rekindling their love. I think that's a beautiful thing, right? Has anybody experienced that? Are you booed up, or maybe you were in a relationship that you were thinking about leaving, or maybe you left like Neo did. Neo left his wife and 3 kids, and decided that he was going to divorce her. But guess what? Then COVID happened, and now they are back in love. So that is a great outcome, right, for COVID-19. We are seeing that people are saying, you know what? They're saying yes to love. That's a beautiful thing. Hey, speaking of yes to love, those that are saying yes to love, would you like to share? Would anybody like to share how they're staying sane or even dating? We talked about this briefly a while ago about dating. I know I'm supposed to do the whole dating thing. Well, not me, but we're supposed to do the whole dating show. But then we had a little emergency, so we have to regroup on that. But yeah, people are finding love in Corona world, right? Or they're kind of relooking at the situation that they're already in and saying, you know what, maybe this is a sign. Maybe I need to stay put. And I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah. So, but I saw the video of the woman. Hey, how are you? I don't want to mess your name up. Is it Ila Sunray? Did I say it right? Yes, I want to play matchmaker. Oh, listen, that's okay. No worries. No worries. I tried to bring on an expert of love and dating, but in time we'll get her to come on. Hey, Brandon Michael Hall, are you available? What are you doing for love these days? What are you doing for love? We want to know. Oh, I said it right. Okay, great. Yeah. So I actually am a great matchmaker. I'll have you know. My success story is that I did hook up. So this person was on earlier, but he jumped off. So they actually connected and they have a baby. So yes, I'm great at playing matchmaker. All right. So yes, California is back on lockdown, and that is what we want to avoid here in our tri-state area. I don't know if it gets out of hand, we'll all be running back indoors still. So we should all be prepared for that. Stock up on your toilet tissue now, people. Your toilet tissue, your so hand sanitizer is back in stores, but now everybody's making hand sanitizers. Stock up on your toilet tissue for the ladies, your tampons, right? Tampons were gone from the stores. What else? Dishwashing liquid. Luckily, I have a dishwasher, so I'm pretty cool there. But paper towel, toilet tissue, tampons, dish detergent, water. Well, water where I live was never an issue. Water was never an issue. But water where you are was an issue, right? Water. Um, what else was some of the silliest things the silliest thing that was always gone when I would look for it was pancake mix. Pancake mix was sold out every single day. Okay, Fion, you're in California. Okay, cool. All right, well, you are our eyes and ears there. Good. So Governor Gavin put yes, and I think that's good. I mean, how many what's your average case these days? Case number these days? Oh, weapons. Oh, well, thanks for the hearts. Weapons. Yeah, that's something good. No, syrup. Yeah, okay. I never had that issue. I eat a different syrup. So that's probably, I'm old school. I like the old school Alaga syrup. Okay, now it says we have to wrap up our party. Well, really only on DTF, right? Sorry, guys. You can find me on Firestorm, Pyastorm. You can find me on Firestorm under IG and Facebook and Twitter, consistent across all platforms. You can find me there. And yeah, we'll end the DTF. I'm putting lotion on. Hey, Auntie, how are you? I'm putting lotion on. I don't know. Alcohol, yes, alcohol was another thing that went, and we know why. But you know what? I think I've drank enough alcohol for the rest of the year. So I am going to not. I'm going to try. I've been drinking a lot. What? Wait a minute. Whoa. What? 8,000 to 9,000 only in Los Angeles? That's your average number of cases a day? Oh, no wonder why you guys are scaling back all the way. That is crazy, because if that's only in Los Angeles County, oh my goodness, I can't imagine. Yeah, Lysol spray is hard to, you can't find that at all. That, good luck on that one. That is something that is not here. And I've been looking everywhere for my mom. I have a huge can. I always buy big anyway, so I have a huge can of Lysol spray. So I'm not wanting for spray, but I'm looking for that for my mom though. But yeah, so I think you're right, Fionn. I think it's going to happen in New York and New Jersey. I think, oh, well, listen, holler at your girl. Hey, Bing, how are you? Tremaine. So we just have to continue to do our due diligence. We still have to make sure that we practice social distancing. We still have to make sure that you wear your mask, and, don't just don't just get like the disposable ones. Invest in a good, I don't have them around, but a good like cotton one or something that you can rewash it. You can wash it, reuse it, right? Invest in those, or even better, you can make your own masks. You can sell them. You can get in on this Corona money. That's what you can do. Hey, Easy AD, how are you? All right. So I guess it is almost time. We got about 5 minutes, 3 more minutes. Knowledge on time. Going to get a drink of wine right now. Well, please enjoy and continue to stay safe. And please make sure you keep us posted on what's going on out there in those Cali Rona streets. Hopefully, you guys are able to bring your cases down. But if you don't, y'all better stay put right there. Right, cool. New Yorkers will still need to be safe so we can get back to, yeah, I don't know. The big thing is, so we're going to say goodbye to our DTF family. Thank you for watching. Bye.